Dwe Ipchilida. Bonjour, bienvenue, hello, and welcome once again to the Pictou County Wellness Center here in Pictou County, Nova Scotia. My name is Michael Petter. This is Petter Sports and streaming on Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. And this evening, no, it's not evening yet, this afternoon, we have for you Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League Showcase action. Final game of the weekend on the main sheet of ice between the Valley Wildcats and the Weeks Majors. Despite this being the Majors' home arena, the Majors are the visiting team for the purposes of this game, and as such will be in their black jerseys with the red trim and the white numbers. The Valley Wildcats will be the home team, so they'll be in their white jerseys with the red and blue trim and the red numbers. Wildcats will defend the net to your broadcast left for the first and third periods. Weeks defending the net to your broadcast right for periods 1 and 3. Before we go any further in the pregame, we must take a moment to acknowledge that the Pictou County Wellness Center, the entire region of Pictou County, and for that matter, the entire area covered by the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League, which includes all of mainland Nova Scotia and the island of Unama'ki, which is known in English as Cape Breton Island, all lie within the ancestral and unceded territory of Mi'kma'ki, the land of the Mi'kmaq people. Taking a look at the standings coming into this game. Actually, before we get to the standings, let's take a look at the other results so far this weekend, including the two games earlier this morning that have just wrapped up. We'll start with yesterday, where we had 8 games on the schedule. It kicked off with the Cole Harbour Pro Hockey Life Wolfpack getting a 5-4 victory over the Cape Breton West Islanders, and the Halifax McDonald's with a 3-1 win over the Valley Wildcats. That was followed up by the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush defeating Steel Subaru by a score of 4-3, at the same time as the UPS Store South Shore Mustangs beat the Weeks Majors by a score of 4-2. Then we had a short little break before we got into the next set of games. The Valley Wildcats with a 3-1 win over the Cole Harbour Pro Hockey Life Wolfpack, and the Halifax McDonald's with a 6-4 victory over the Cape Breton West Islanders. Rounding out the scores from yesterday, the Weeks Majors got a victory 7-4 over the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush, while on the auxiliary arena it was Steel Subaru with a 5-1 win over the UPS Store South Shore Mustangs. Now, it should be pointed out for the Weeks, their 7-4 victory, it was 5-4 going into the last 2 minutes. Then they got an empty net goal, and then another goal after the goalie came back in. So while it was a 3-goal victory for the Weeks, that came a little bit closer than that score would otherwise indicate. The games from earlier today that have already wrapped up. The Cole Harbour Pro Hockey Life Wolfpack get a pair of third period goals to finish off a comeback victory 2-1 over the UPS Store South Shore Mustangs, while the Halifax McDonald's finished the weekend a perfect 3-0 with a 5-3 win over Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. The two games left to be played on this sheet of ice, we've got Valley and the Weeks, while over on the other sheet of ice, the Cape Breton West Islanders will look to avoid being the only team to go 0-3 when they take on Steel Subaru. Taking a closer look at the overall standings, Steel Subaru sit in first place with a record of 9-2. Halifax just a little bit behind them. They are 8-0, so Halifax has a better winning percentage since they are undefeated. But Steel, with more games played, have more points accumulated. This game features the team that sits in third place right now, that being the Beige Valley Wildcats. Valley with a record of 6-4, and we'll go into more details on how they've gotten to that 6-4 record. For 12 points, puts them alone in third. Then in fourth place, in a tie for fourth place, 3-way tie, are 3 teams who have 8 points each, that being the Cape Breton West Islanders, the UPS Store South Shore Mustangs, and the Cole Harbour Pro Hockey Life Wolfpack. Islanders are 4-5, both the Mustangs and Wolfpack are 4-6. The Sydney Mitsubishi Rush and Weeks Majors both have 6 points to be tied for 7th and 8th. The difference being the Rush are 3 and 8, which means all of their points coming off of wins. The Majors are 2, 7, and 2. So technically, the Rush hold the tiebreaker for having more of their points coming by way of victories. Looking a little bit closer at these two teams that are going to be on this sheet of ice in particular, the Wildcats, as we mentioned, they are 6 and 4, alone in 3rd place. In their 10 games, they have scored 36 goals, so that's 3.6 goals scored per game. They've given up 30 goals, so that's exactly 3 goals against per game. A differential of +6, so on average, they're about half a goal per game better than their opponents. For the Weeks Majors, in their 11 games played, they've scored 23, so they're averaging just better than 2 goals scored per game, which is the lowest offensive output in the league. The Wildcats, we mentioned, they're at 3.6, that's 3rd in the league. The Weeks, their 2.1 is 8th in the league in scoring. On the defensive side of the puck, the Weeks have given up 49 goals in 11 games, which is a little bit less than 4.5 goals given up per game, which that also has them in last place on the defensive side of the puck. The Wildcats 3.0 goals against per game has them, the Weeks are in 7th out of the 8-team league on the defensive side of the puck. Only Sydney has given up more goals per game, so the Weeks are in 7th. The Wildcats at 3.0 sit in 3rd in the league defensively in those standings. Taking a look at today's starting goaltenders. For the Weeks, Colby Brown will get his 2nd start of the weekend. He'll actually make his 3rd appearance as he came in and played the 3rd period in last night's game against the City Mitsubishi Rush. And as he came into the game when it was tied, he will get credit for the victory. Although when you look at the goaltender statistics on the league website, they are not showing goalies as having wins and losses. They're only showing, except with a couple of exceptions, most of the games are not showing goaltenders having wins and losses directly on their statistics. But what we can tell you is that Colby Brown, who is getting the start in this game, as we mentioned, at this point in the season, has a 3.87 goals against average. That has him in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th in the league. And his save percentage of .853 has him, unfortunately, down near the bottom of the league in save percentages. His opponent in this game is going to be Carter Aguiar. Aguiar comes in with a goals against average of 3.79, so a pretty similar mark to Colby Brown. Brown at 3.87, Aguiar at 3.79. Aguiar with a .877 save percentage. That has him a little ways ahead of Colby Brown in that category. One of the keys to today's game is the fact that Carter Aguiar does not have a backup available to him for this game. Chase Crowell was suspended after an incident in the opening game that the Wildcats played in this event yesterday afternoon, and that suspension still carries in this game. And while we don't have official confirmation, what we've been told is it's a 3-game suspension. Therefore, he'll have 1 more game left to sit out after the conclusion of the game today. So that means Carter Aguiar, in a sense, is flying without a net, as he does not have a backup goaltender behind him in case anything happens. Now, as my understanding of the rules go, and I should be clear, this is my understanding of the rules. So don't take this as the gospel truth by any stretch of the imagination. but my understanding is that in the event that Carter Aguiar suffers an injury, and of course nobody wants to see that happen. Let me be clear, I'm not hoping for it to happen, but it has to be pointed out in case it becomes an issue. If Carter Aguiar suffers an injury during this game, my understanding of the rules is that there is one of the skaters for the Wildcats has been designated as a backup. That player would be allowed sufficient time to change and get into goaltending gear so that the Wildcats would not be left without a goalie. That is my understanding of how the rule works, because they do not have a second goaltender listed on their roster. Another key to this game is the fact that these two teams have already met on this sheet of ice twice earlier this month. The Wildcats winning both of those games 6-1 and 5-2. As we send things downstairs to Bill for pregame introductions. Taking a look at your starters for this game, first with the visiting week's majors, and I use the air quotes on that since this is their home arena. The starting defensive pair is going to be Ingram along with Manis. That's Josh Ingram and Ben Manis. And the starting forward line will be Ryan Vora with Ryland Sutherland and Kieran Sears. For the Valley Wildcats, the starting five in front of Carter Aguiar will be the defensive pairing of Max Hanley along with Carson Logie. The starting forward line, Nolan Fletcher with Porter Crowell and Trevor Harvey. Everybody is set. We are ready to roll for the final game of the showcase weekend here on the main arena, and we are underway as the puck is brought into the Wildcat zone, quickly sent back out, sent in again. Sutherland was still offside, and then Manis takes a hit, and Sears takes exception to that hit. And Kieran Sears, is he going to get a penalty here after Ben Manis was hit into the boards heavily? And the officials talking things over. And are we going to get anything called out of this? They're going to let it go this time. But you have to wonder how much of a rope either of these teams are going to be given after that play right off the opening here. Manis delivers a hit right back. That's how you get revenge. You deliver a clean hit, and then after the whistle, a little bit more pushing and shoving between Harvey and Manis. So Harvey delivered the first shot. Manis delivered the second. And as the puck came up into the Valley Wildcat bench, we get a stoppage. as the game between Cape Breton West and Steel Subaru will get going in just a couple of minutes. We'll keep you apprised of what's going on in that game, as this one's already got quite the edge to it here in the early going. Back to get the puck in his own end is Stoddard. He'll play it up the wall to Madison. Sam Madison kicks it ahead. It comes out to center, dumped back in again by Henneberg. Or sorry, that wasn't Henneberg. My apologies. That was Henneberg. Now the puck cleared down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing call. And we'll get a stoppage with 1:04 gone here in the first period. As mentioned, the Weeks got their second win of the season last night. It's been a bit of a slow start to the year for the majors. Not a big surprise when you consider 3 returning players overall. Kieran Sears, Ben Manis, and Colby Brown, the 3 returning players from last season's provincial winning, league winning, Atlantic winning championship team that has sent several players to Major Junior, a few more players to Junior A, and now the referees starting a crackdown as we get a cross-checking call a minute 28 into the period. The penalty's going to go against the Weeks, it looks like, and it's Sam Madison who's going to go off. As we get our first look at the Valley Wildcat power play, it is at 11.4% so far this season. That's 7th in the league. And it's going up against a power play or a penalty kill of the Week's majors that sits 5th in the league at 83.9% efficiency so far on the season. Time of the penalty, 1 minute and 28 seconds on the cross-check taken by Sam Madison. Puck is turned over to Matt Vora. He gets it out to center. Now Ryan Fletcher, has to go back and get it. Fletcher back below his own goal line. The Valley captain starts to work it ahead. Played forward to Haley. Haley will send it there, or Hanley, sends it down. Back to get it is Manis. He loses it to Duquette. Now Hanley has it knocked off his stick. And the puck rolls all the way out to center. 1:14 left to go in the penalty. Pass ahead intended for McKinnon. That ends up missing everybody and going down. And an icing mistakenly called there as the puck came right in onto Brown, so we'll get the face-off in neutral ice. And just like these teams, just like these teams have played a lot of hockey this weekend, the officials have covered a lot of hockey this weekend, so fatigue may be becoming a little bit of a factor for them as well, and they're human beings, mistakes get made. Puck is cleared out to center. Jardine picks up there. Jardine has it stolen from him. Here comes a chance. And what a save by Carter Aguiar on the 2-on-0. Sutherland set up Jordan. Jordan with the shot, and Aguiar with an incredible save. What a stop by Carter Aguiar. While his team is on the power play, that is a huge, huge save for the Valley Wildcat goaltender. Sutherland with the puck now. He tries to kill a little bit of time on this penalty. He'll end up losing it to Kroll, that being Porter Kroll, who I believe is the brother of Chase Kroll, who is out with the suspension. Brown now fires it around the boards. Ryan at the wall, takes a bump from Jordan. 16 seconds left in the penalty. Jordan tries to fire it up the wall. Sinclair knocks that down. Sinclair with a shot. Jordan gets his stick on it. It goes into the far corner. Parker Kroll is there. Kroll plays it back to the line. Jardine back to Kroll again. Kroll returns it to Jardine. We're back to 5-on-5. There's a shot. Save made. Puck ends up on the stick of Madison. Madison playing it forward. He'll carry it ahead. Has a man heading towards the net. That was Sutherland. Now tries to get it to Croft, who had just come on the ice on a change. But the pass broken up, and Sinclair Gets it into the weak zone, not very deep. Ingram will start to work back up the other way. Josh Ingram dumps the puck in, comes all the way around the boards. Pearl will get to it on the near side. Plays it back to the line for O'Coin. Now Pearl in the near corner, battling there with Logie. Puck comes out, there's a shot. Aguiar the save. Betts will get it for the Wildcats, plays the puck ahead, but it's knocked down. Croft holds it in at the line. Croft still on it. Now Pearl gets it down. It just misses Frazier. Frazier has to chase the puck down in the right wing corner. Takes it behind the net, comes out the left wing side, loses the puck as he's bumped off by Logie. And that allows Betts to get to the puck. But Ingram, pinching in from the point, is able to keep it in there. Now, that was Henneberg playing it ahead, intended for Shields. Sent back down low. Pearl on it in the corner. Pearl gives to Croft. Croft into the left wing corner. Back to the line for Ingram. Ingram fires a shot. Deflected. Save made by Aguirre. And the puck cleared out down the ice. Ingram back to pick up. He'll get it ahead to O'Coin, who will ring it around the boards. Ryan, the first one on it there, but he's met immediately by Campbell. Also in there forechecking is McKenzie, as is Cream. Now lead pass gets deflected. Down the ice it goes. Out of his net to play it is Brown. He fires it around the boards. Duquette gets to it. He doesn't get much on that shot. That goes well wide. 5.5 minutes gone here in the first period. Campbell pokes the puck forward. Cream will get it there. He plays it to the front of his own net. Sheehan quickly ahead to McKenzie. McKenzie has Manis coming up with him. That pass is chipped away, and now coming the other way, here comes Bent. Bent gets it towards the net. There's a chance. But Brown able to knock the puck clear. Now Cream in the far corner. Sends it behind the net to Sheehan. Sheehan will give to Manis. Ben Manis ahead, intended for McKenzie. That was partially broken up by Nolan Fletcher. Now Fletcher will go back and pick up behind his own net. Fletcher gets hooked up by Sutherland. We'll have another penalty against the Weeks. And as Stoddard touches the puck, we'll get the call of that penalty. 6:17 gone here in period number 1, and another power play for the Valley Wildcats. Ryland Sutherland off for hooking at 6:17. Puck cleared out to center ice. Logie with it. He'll start to work his way ahead. Logie fires a shot. That's deflected. Goes up over the glass and out of play. And we'll get the stoppage, and the face-off will stay inside the weak zone with 6:25 gone here in the period. The penalty not up on the board. There should be 8 seconds gone in the penalty based on my clock. 8 seconds. Should be 1:52. Well, the clock didn't start either, so they'll have to sort that out. The clock only ended up running for 8 seconds. They put it back to 13:43. That was the time of the penalty. So did this last, and now they're putting the 2 minutes on the board. So is that last sequence of play just not going to have happened? So we're just going to pretend that that last sequence of play from the last face-off until the stoppage didn't happen, which works to the Wildcats' favor in the sense as they still as we try to figure out what the issue is with the clock here. All right, now they're changing the penalty. Taking 5, if they're going to take time off, it should have been 8 seconds coming off of both the clock and the penalty. Hopefully for the integrity of the game, nothing gets scored in the late stages of this power play, or in the late stages of this period, where the period might have ended otherwise, or the penalty might have ended otherwise. Here the puck is turned over. Vora gets it ahead for Sears. And, you know, those guys down in the booth, they're working their 6th game of the weekend as well. So, you know, fatigue does have an impact, certainly. Mistakes do happen. It's just you never want to see a mistake that ends up affecting how the game actually plays out. Hanley plays it over to the far side for Kroll. He gets it down into the corner, but unfortunately for the Wildcats, as attempting to make a pass was trying to get the number here, that was Nolan Fletcher. His stick shattered on him. Now Shields stepping in. Puck comes to the net, and Brown will cover it up and hang on for a face-off. 47 seconds left in the penalty, 12:35 remaining here in the period. Meanwhile, next door, they are underway now, and the Cape Breton West Islanders have opened up a quick 1-0 lead on Steel Subaru. So the Islanders trying to make sure they are not the only team to go 0-3 this weekend. They were the only team to go 0-2 yesterday. The Halifax McDonald's went 2-0. They ended up going 3-0 after a victory earlier today. There's a shot deflected up over the glass and out of play. The other 6 teams in the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League all went 1-1. So whoever wins this game will finish the weekend 2-1. Whoever falls in this game will go 1-2 on the weekend. Steel Subaru trying to go to 2-1 on the weekend. And like I say, the Islanders trying to avoid being the only team that goes 0-3. There's a shot, save made. Puck comes to the front of the net and is cleared down the ice. Down to 20 seconds left to go in the penalty. Back to pick up is Hanley. Hanley starting to work his way ahead. Now drops the puck back for Ryan Fletcher. He has the puck knocked off his stick by Ingram. Ingram coming up, he's got a man with him. Ingram, waits, shoots, and then that one goes just up over the crossbar. Now the puck comes back to Ingram again. He has it stolen from him by Hanley. Here comes Hanley. He's got Shields with him. Hanley with a shot. Brown the save. Steers that to the corner. Hanley picks it up again. Gives it to Shields. Shields takes a bump from Madison as we're back to 5-on-5. Shields into the near corner. Plays it to the line for Betts. Betts skates it along the line, then tries to get a shot away. It goes off of the skate of Croft into the corner. Manis, he'll play it around to the far side for Madison. Madison trying to get away from the pressure of Betts. Betts working with Shields, ends up tying up the puck along the end boards. Now it comes to the back of the net. Ingram picks up there. He'll play it off the glass beyond Jardine and out. And here comes Fraser. Fraser over for Croft, but the puck not sitting for Croft for him to get a shot away as it hopped over his stick. Now Jardine coming the other way. He's got Beals with him. Gets the pass over to Beals, in across the line. Beals will send it down low. Jardine going after it, takes a bump from Merriweather. Getting onto the puck there was Fraser. He couldn't maintain control. Merriweather able to get it. Fraser will poke it ahead to the line, not out. Held in nicely there by Henneberg. Now it comes out. Henneberg pokes it in neutral ice, gets it over to Bent. Bent in across the line. Bent with a shot, and that's deflected up over the glass and out of play. We'll get another stoppage with 10:23 left to go here in period number 1. As just curious, Aiden Bent of the Wildcats and There's another player with the surname Bench who plays for Cole Harbour. Just wondering if they're cousins. Just curious. There's another shot and another stick broken for the Valley Wildcats. So the Wildcats having their biggest issues so far coming from their lumber, not from anything particular with the play so far. There's Sheehan with a shot, and Aguirre had to be sharp with that as he made the save, but it wasn't exactly cleanly. Now in the corner, Cream sends it behind the net around to the far side. First one on it there will be McKinnon. Played back around to the near corner. Behind the net, trying to get possession is Campbell. Sorry, brain stop rookie, name leave brain. Puck played with a high stick, and so we'll get a stoppage with 9:26 left to go here in the first period. We want to quickly remind you that if you're fans of local Pictou County hockey teams, we got more action still to come today here on Atlantic Hockey Online through AO Live, produced by Petter Sports and Streaming, as the Warewell Bombers will host the Bedford Bandits coming up at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Puck rolls in onto Aguirre, and he'll cover up and hang on for a face-off. And that will be, again, 4 o'clock right here from this sheet of ice for the Nova Scotia Under 15 Major Hockey League. Sears has to leave the face-off circle. Vora will come in to take the draw. Puck ends up with the Wildcats, and out they come. Here's Nolan Fletcher. He plays it around Sheehan and down the ice in to get it. Fletcher working against Stoddart. Stoddart able to work the puck ahead to Vora. Vora now gets it past Logie and out to center. Vora continues to battle his way along the left wing boards, gets it down the ice. Hanley picks up there. Centering pass for Sutherland. Vora gets it back, another shot, that's cleared away. Now Ingram. But the indication is a hand pass by the Weeks. So the faceoff will come out to neutral ice. 8:44 left to go here in this first period. Looking next door, it's still 1-0 Islanders. Jardine with the puck for the Wildcats, plays it ahead. Duquette tried to chip it, but it ends up rolling all the way down right in onto Colby Brown. And Brown hangs on for a face-off, 8:36 remaining. Face-off will be to Brown's left. Coming in to take the draw, Sinclair against Jordan. Here's Jordan with the puck. He'll get it up to Madison. Madison across the blue line, drops it off for Green. Green gets checked by Sinclair. Sinclair fires it around the boards. Manis not able to hold the puck in as it rolls all the way down the ice. Ingram back to get it. Ingram being watched by Duquette. Also coming in there is Force. Now Madison coming the other way. Madison drops for Manis. There's a shot. Save made by Aguirre. And Force able to pick up. He'll get it out to center. Manis gets it ahead to Jordan, who knocks it the rest of the way down deep into the Valley zone. Again, Wildcats in their road blacks. They are officially the road team for this game, as the showcase weekend every year has teams play 3 games here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. And for the Weeks, traditionally it's 2 games as the home team and 1 game as the visiting team, even though they are on their home ice. O'Coin with the puck. They'll get it ahead to Pearl. Pearl gets it back to Croft. Croft in across the blue line. Croft all the way down into the corner, being taken to the boards by Henneberg. Now getting the puck is Shields, and he'll start to work his way back out. Shields sends it down the ice, no icing, as O'Coin has to go back and pick up. O'Coin plays it to the near side wall for Pearl. Pearl leaves it for Merriweather. Merriweather puts it ahead. Puck held in at the line by Ryan Fletcher, excuse me. Now it's sent down the ice. That's right, I remember now. Ryan Fletcher is partnered with Landon Ryan. I remember that from when they played here a couple of weeks ago. And it was Ryan the first name and the defensive partner Ryan the last name. It's weird the things that stick with you about different lineups that you see over the course of a season and sometimes over the course of multiple seasons as teams move up and change and players advance. Here's Ryan, surname Ryan, defenseman, battling along the boards. Puck comes up to Ingram. He'll play it down into the corner. Cream gets taken down by Ryan, and that'll be a penalty. So Landon Ryan will get into the box for tripping, and that'll be the first power play of the game for the Weeks Majors. Weeks power play so far this season is sitting at 13.5%. That is 6th in the league, and they're going to go up against the penalty kill of the Wildcats that is at 84.4%. That's 3rd in the league on the penalty kill so far this season. Sutherland takes a bump from Logie. Now coming out with the puck, Madison. He'll play it back to the line for Ingram. Ingram gets it back down to Madison again. Madison intended for Sears. Sears couldn't get a shot. Merriweather does. Aguirre makes the save, and then a second chance save as well with 1:34 to go in the penalty. 5:50 remaining here in period number 1 of this, the final game of the weekend for the showcase on the main sheet of ice. Again, the final game of the weekend on the auxiliary sheet is underway between the Cape Breton West Islanders and Dartmouth Steel Subaru. Islanders with the 1-0 lead. Meanwhile here, Madison gets the puck to Sears. Sears with a shot, save made. Rebound cleared away, and down the ice it goes. 1:15 left to go in the penalty. Ingram back to pick up. He'll start to carry it ahead. In across the line, Josh Ingram still with the puck, tries to get it to the front of the net. That's cleared away by Jardine. Now a chance for Sears. He puts that one just wide. Sears back on the puck. Pokes it down to Madison. Madison. His pass goes off the skate of Jardine and out to center. Sears has to hustle back and get it. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Quick pass ahead. Getting a piece of the puck is Merriweather. He'll chase it down in the corner. Ryan Fletcher coming in after him. Played back to the line for Green. Green has the puck hop over his stick. He has to head back out. Shields pressuring, but Green able to get away. Now in across the line, Shields with the steal. Shields coming back the other way. In across the blue line, but Bent was in just ahead of him, so we'll get an offside against Valley with 22 seconds left in the penalty. 4:38 to go here in period number 1. Here's Green with the puck. He plays it ahead. That's knocked down by Sinclair. Sinclair then launching it deep into the weak zone. Just 10 seconds left in the man advantage. Here's Manis. Gets around one player. Gives the puck to Jordan. He feeds it up to Stoddart. Stoddart off the glass and into the zone as Landon Ryan comes out of the penalty box. Ben Manis stepping in. Takes the shot. Don't know if it got all the way to Aguirre or not before it was turned away. Force able to get a screen for Crowell. Crowell coming in. Force. Now Sinclair. Puck comes rolling into the near side corner. Stoddard on it for the Weeks. Tries to play it ahead to Bora, but that's broken up by Crowell. Now it does come to Bora. He'll poke it out to center. Poked back in by Logie. Shields didn't touch it as it would have been an offside. Now a long lead pass misses his target from Chris Jordan, and so that's going to be an icing call against the Weeks. 3:30 remaining in the first period. Next door, they're down to about 5 minutes left to go, a little less than 5 minutes in the first period. And the score is Dartmouth Steel Subaru 0. The Cape Breton West Islanders have one on the board. So the 1-0 lead for the Islanders that they got fairly early on, continuing here into the latter stages of that second period. Ingram with the puck for the Weeks. Starts to work his way ahead, gains the red line, dumps the puck in. It comes off the end boards. Henneberg picks up. He'll play it up to Beals. Beals avoids Croft, now gets the pass across, but before Shields could get it under control, now Croft with a chance. Now Pearl is going to take a penalty as he took his man Henneberg into the boards. So delayed penalty coming up against the Weeks, and as Brown touches the puck behind his own net, boarding is the indication. So a third power play of the afternoon for the Valley Wildcats here in this first period. With this coming with 2:38 on the clock. So it'll pretty much finish off well, there'll still be 38 seconds left in the period. As that one cleared down the length of the ice. My apologies. Here's Ryan Fletcher with the puck. He gives to Bent. Bent taking it all the way down into the corner. Stops, now goes to play it back to Fletcher. But poked beyond him by Sears. Sears has Vora with him. Sears gives to Vora. Vora coming in. Vora with a shot. And Aguirre. That's the second time he's had to make a big save while his team's been on the power play. Carter Aguirre coming up huge on power play saves. Not often that you have to say that. Goaltenders making big saves when his team is shorthanded. That's run of the mill. But goaltenders having to make two big saves in the same period. Speaking of big saves, how about the leather of Colby Brown right there? That's a catch that Cal Ripken would have been proud of when he played shortstop or third base. I know I'm aging myself a little bit here by making a Ripken reference, but why not? 1:01 left to go in the penalty, 1:38 left to go in the period. Here's Ryan. Landon Ryan gives the puck to Jardine. Back to Ryan. Ryan gets it down into the corner. Sinclair back up top for Jardine. Jardine goes far side with it. Picked up there by Crowell. He gives to Ryan. Ryan with a shot. Brown the save. He wasn't sure where it went. Ended up going to the far wall and finding it was Jordan who sends it down the length of the ice. Hustling back on it, there was Crowell, who played it around the boards, picked up now by Ryan. Ryan coming through center. He'll dump it down and into the weak zone. Brown out of his net, plays it, gets it over to Stoddard. Stoddard can't clear the zone. Sinclair knocks that down, gets it back down low to Crowell. Crowell gives to Force. Force out for Sinclair. He's bumped off the puck by Jordan. We're down to 8 seconds left in the penalty, under a minute left in the period. Here's Sinclair, back to the line for Jardine. Jardine steps in, gets the shot away, and another save made by Colby Brown just as the penalty comes to an end. So we'll get another stoppage with 38 seconds left to go in the first period. Still looking for the first goal of this game. One thing we've seen this weekend on this sheet of ice, every game so far, as that puck goes up over the glass and out of play with 29 seconds left, every game on this sheet of ice so far in the showcase weekend has either been tied going into the third period or became tied in the third period. All 4 games yesterday were tied going into the third. The game earlier today was a 1-goal margin going into the third, but then became tied as the third period got going. It was about 4 or 5 minutes into the third when that game got tied up. So no surprise that we have another close game here on this sheet of ice yet again. This time it's the Weeks and the Wildcats who are close. Still tied at the end, or just about the end, of the first period. Puck into the corner, Manis wraps it up the wall. It takes a bounce off a stanchion that sends it out to center, and that'll pretty much do it for period number 1. Shots on goal end up favoring the Weeks 10-9. The score ends up favoring neither side as both goaltenders make stops of every shot that they face through the opening 20 minutes. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for the start of the second period in just a few minutes. You are watching the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League Showcase Weekend here on Petter Sports and Streaming on Petter Sports. It's my 6th game of the weekend, folks. I'm running out of the ability to speak English. You know where you're watching this game. Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Petter Sports and Streaming is the producer. We'll be back with you when I try to get my tongue working again. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period here. There we go. Weeks and Wildcats still looking for the first goal of the game after the opening 20 minutes. The question becomes, how long will we have to wait for that first goal of this afternoon to get the scoring going? They're in the first intermission next door as well, and the Islanders still with the 1-0 lead over Dartmouth Steel Subaru. Halifax McDonald's finished the weekend 3-0. The Sydney Mitsubishi Rush finished the weekend 1-2. Cold Harbor Wolfpack finished the weekend 2-1. South Shore Mustangs finished the weekend 1-2. One of these teams will be 2-1. One of these teams will be 1-2. Steel Subaru will be either 2-1 or 1-2. And Cape Breton West will be 1-2 or 0-3 when the weekend comes to an end. Which just shows how close this league is from top to bottom. Yes, Steel Subaru is the #1 team in the league right now as far as points accumulated goes. Yes, the Halifax McDonald's are the #1 team in the league right now as far as winning percentage goes. But as we have seen in this tournament, it's not a tournament, it's a showcase weekend. As we have seen this weekend, all of the teams can compete with each other on any given game day. The Macs may have won all 3 of their games, but all 3 of their games were quite close. They didn't have any cakewalks. Steel Subaru, yes, their win might have been a little more comfortable, but they also lost a game to these Valley Wildcats. To these Valley Wildcats. No, they lost to Sydney Mitsubishi Rush, sorry. The results all start to blend together after a while, I'm afraid. Here's Sinclair with the puck. He gets it in for Duquette. Duquette has it pushed away from him by Merriweather. Comes up the boards to Green. Callum Green drops it back for Merriweather. Merriweather will send it around the boards. First one to it in the near corner is Henneberg. Gets it up the wall. Sheehan holds it onside there. Madison able to kick it to Green. Green with the shot. That's blocked. Sinclair able to get the puck. He'll play it ahead for Force. Force tried to get a pass through. That gets deflected and it's sent the other way. Here's a race for the puck. Ryan Fletcher will get to it first. He'll start to work his way ahead. Comes up the ice all the way through the neutral zone. Fires a shot. That goes wide. Comes off the end boards. Nolan Fletcher going after it there. He's taken off the puck and Jordan able to get it to Green. Green, his pass intended for Cream, a little too far for him. Puck comes off the wall right to Aguirre. And Aguirre will cover up and hang on with 2:20 gone here in period number 2. Oh, that's not me. Okay. Or not. Sorry, I just got a notification and I saw that it was a Facebook notification, so I just wanted to make sure it wasn't somebody commenting on the game. If it was, I would definitely reply to it. Again, we do try to be interactive as we get an offside. You can send me a message through Facebook. Go to Petter Sports and Streaming. That's P-E-T-T-E-R, as in my last name, Michael Petter. Sports and is an ampersand streaming. You can reach me through what we used to call Twitter. The handle there is @Petter, P-E-T-T-E-R, PC_sports. Or you can get me through the MJAHL network, mjahlnetwork.proboards.com. look for the section marked Major U18 Discussion, and there's a particular thread there called Showcase Weekend NSU18MHL. Share your thoughts there, and I will reply. And we've been getting a few comments through the course of the weekend in a few different locations. And again, as the puck gets just beyond Hanley and out to center, Hanley plays it ahead. That goes through a few different people. Stoddart going after it. He ends up losing his footing as he goes into the end boards. McKinnon right there on top of him. Puck is worked free for Bent. Bent takes a shot. Save made by Brown, and he'll hang on for another face-off. 3:18 gone here in the second period. Second period has started next door. They're a couple minutes behind us. Actually, they're a lot closer now. They're only about 45 seconds behind us as the timing goes in each game. Puck comes back to the line. Logie with a shot. That hits a couple of bodies. Brown the save, but Bent able to find the rebound and knock it home for the opening goal of the game. The Valley Wildcats open the scoring at 3:30 of the second period. Aiden Bent with the goal. And for Bent, that is his 7th goal, 17th point of the season. So quite a start to the year for Aiden Bent. Well, I shouldn't just say start of the year. I mean, we're a third of the way through the season almost. As Bent gets his 7th goal and 17th point to put his team out in front. Now Shields, as we also get a goal next door. Logie gets the lone assist on that goal. The goal next door scored by Steel Subaru, so that game is now tied at 1, and it looks like the Wildcats are going to go back to the power play again. Their 4th power play of the game. And all of the Weeks are standing around like, who, me? I don't know who it is. None of them seem to want to claim responsibility. Now it's going to be Sam Madison who goes off for roughing at 4:04. So the Wildcats get the first goal of the game, and then 34 seconds later, they now have a power play opportunity. No, or is it going to be a 2 and a 10? Or no, it's not going to be. It's not Sam Madison. He gets let out of the penalty box. Ryan Vora is the one who takes the penalty. So Vora off for roughing at 4:04. Pass back to Bent. He has the goal in this game. Gives the puck to Hanley. Hanley gives back to Bent again. Bent down to Duquette. He tried to set up McKinnon, but McKinnon not able to get good wood on that one. Or 2 minutes for charging. My apologies. I thought I saw the referee signal a rough, but no, he signaled a charge, which is a completely different signal, so I don't know how I got that messed up. There's a shot, save made by Brown. Puck rolls into the near side corner. Bent going in after it. McKinnon also in there. Now the puck comes free, but it'll end up on the stick of the Weeks player Stoddart, and that wasn't Stoddart, that was McKenzie. Oh my gosh, folks, I am really sorry. I'm obviously starting to lose it a little bit here. And it sounds like we've had another goal right back to back over next door. Or are they just banging on the boards just cause? No, they're about to have a face-off, so. Now Force gets taken down by Ingram. 30 seconds left in the penalty. Manis will get the puck launched down the ice. Aguirre out of his net to settle it. Aguirre gives to Jardine. Jardine plays it ahead to Ryan. Ryan's pass goes off the skate of Force. And now here's Sinclair. He's got Crowell coming with him. Sinclair with a shot. Save. Rebound. Force with a shot. And now Crowell. And Crowell able to finish it off as the first two saves were made. But you can't ask Colby Brown to try and make three in rapid succession like that. As Porter Crowell, scores on the power play. And it is now 2-0, in favor of the Valley Wildcats. Porter Crowell getting his, where is he? First goal, second point of the season. Luke Force will get an assist. And who else gets the assist? Sinclair, I do believe. Now, what's the issue here? Not quite sure what the delay is here. I think because it is Porter Crowell's first goal, they want the puck, but nobody knows where the puck ended up. Well, now they'll get him a different puck. Oh, they got him the puck, but we didn't have another puck to replace it. That was the issue. Okay. So they get him the puck, and the problem was there wasn't another game puck left to replace it because so many pucks had gone beyond the netting and out of play. Normally with netting up around the entire surface, you don't tend to lose a lot of pucks through the course of a game. As expected, it is Porter Crowell getting his first goal, second point of the season. And as we anticipated, Luke Force and Jesse Sinclair get credit for the assists on the goal on the power play at 5:59 of the second period. It's now 2-0, but here comes a chance for the Weeks coming down 2-on-1. But the pass from Campbell intended for McKenzie. McKenzie couldn't settle it down. There's the puck rolling into the near side corner. Battle along the near wall. Coming out with it is Harvey, but then Sheehan dumps it back towards the net. Aguirre settles it there. Now Ryan. He'll get it across to Jardine. Jardine loses the puck to Croft. Croft brings it back in. He's got Fraser heading towards the net. Croft with a shot. That goes high into the glass. Comes around the wall to Harvey. Sheehan sends it back down low. Croft going after it, working against Ryan. Coming in to help out for the Weeks is Fraser. Coming in to help out for the Wildcats was Betts. Now the puck comes to Pearl. Pearl turns, tries to shoot. Can't get the shot away. Now it comes to Fraser. He can't get a shot off either, as stealing the puck was Harvey, and he gets it out to center. Sheehan has to back up with it now. Pass ahead, misses Pole, and so that's going to be, or Pearl, and that's going to be an icing call against the Weeks. 12:19 left in the second period. 2-0 in favor of the Valley Wildcats over the hometown but visiting team in this game, Weeks Majors. Croft wins the draw against Merriweather, or wins the draw to get it to Merriweather. Sorry, folks, I'm getting to the point where I should just stop talking, it feels like, as I'm making more errors than I am anything else. Here's Betts with the puck now. I got that part right. Betts brings it in across the line. Can't get through all the black jerseys. Merriweather able to get to it in the corner, plays it up the wall. Logie holds it in there. Logie across to Shields. Shields takes it down to the corner. Gets tied up in the corner, plays the puck back up the wall to Hanley. Hanley with a shot. Shields the deflection. Puck was there, but cleared away by Merriweather, and then the net gets knocked off of its moorings. So we'll get a stoppage with 11:39 to go here in the second period. Still 1-1 next door between the Islanders and Dartmouth Steel Subaru. Again, that's the last game of the day over on that sheet of ice. And for people who are wondering, yes, all of the games from yesterday have been uploaded to YouTube. Go to the AO Live channel, look for the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League playlist, and all of those games should be there. They might be at the bottom of the list. I think they end up posting them oldest to most recent. I think you'll have to change if you choose on the playlist to go newest to oldest, then all of yesterday's games will be up there. They might not be up there in chronological order because we uploaded them all last night after all of the games were done. So they might have gone up they might not have actually gotten up in chronological order, but they are all there. And all 4 of today's games will go onto that same playlist as well. Here's a lead pass for Bent. Bent gets it up to McKinnon. McKinnon coming in all alone. McKinnon with a move, but what a save by Brown. And he'll hang on for a face-off with 10:31 left to go in the second period. And that's a huge save by Colby Brown to keep his team within 2 goals. Like I said, all 12 games will be on YouTube. The 8 from yesterday already are. The 4 from today will get posted afterwards. Takes a little bit of time to get the games up, so just bear with us. And then the U15 game between between Bedford and the Bombers will also get posted after it's done, and it will be on the AO Live YouTube channel as well. Sometimes we have to mess around with them a little bit because of as there's a takedown of Ingram. They're gonna actually, are they calling Ingram on the interference there? Ingram got all tied up with Harvey, and it looks like Ingram is going to take the penalty out of it. So the Wildcats will get their 5th power play of the game. They are 1 for 4 so far. Their 1 power play goal, the goal that made it 2-0, which is where we stand. Ryan Fletcher holds it in at the line. There's Duquette with a shot. Brown the save, and he will hang on for a face-off. And Duquette handling that situation the right way. He went to the net. He tried to get his stick in there, but then as soon as he heard the whistle blow, he threw his hands up to let it be known he was done. And the Weeks defenders handled that the right way as well. As soon as they saw Duquette put his hands up, they didn't try to give him one more last shot. A major pet peeve of mine, and you see this more often than you would like, is a player goes towards the goalie, whistle blows, player tries to stop, tries to avoid goalie, gets driven into goalie by defender, and then other defenders overreact because goalie got hit, but goalie got hit only because player was driven into goalie by another defender when player was trying to avoid goalie at all costs. There's Ryan Fletcher with another shot and a save made. And again, Duquette right there, but as soon as the whistle blew, made sure he did nothing after the whistle. I got no problems with hard play, whistle to whistle. And I got no problems with a player defending his goaltender. But when you defend your goaltender by driving the opposing player into your goaltender, that's not defending your goaltender. Puck flipped to the line, not out, held in nicely by Ryan Fletcher. He gets it to McKinnon. McKinnon drops it off for Bent. Bent has one of the goals already. He'll give it to Ryan Fletcher. 40 seconds left in the power play. Back to Bent. Bent with a shot. That goes wide. Comes off the end glass. Jordan able to bat the puck down the length of the ice. Aguirre out of his net to settle it there. 30 seconds left in the man advantage for the Valley Wildcats. Hanley gives to Fletcher. There's Hanley and there's Harvey, and one's 11 and one's 17. So you see part of the name or you see part of the number, and it's easy to get mixed up. There's Bent with a shot. Save, rebound. Force not quite able to find it. As he couldn't quite Jedi mind trick that one onto his stick. I know Alex made a Star Wars reference with the fact that his first name is Luke and the last name is Force. I know it's a different spelling than the Force, but just curious if his nickname on the team has something to do with the Star Wars reference. That'd be a little bit too on point, perhaps. And this is where the brain goes when you're in the second period of your 6th game of the weekend. Centering pass for Sinclair. He can't find it. Force does. But what a save! Colby Brown. And perhaps it is Brown who has the Jedi powers as he stops Force in at close range. That is not the puck you are looking for, Luke. There's Logie with it. Yeah, I know. If my kids are watching, they are groaning and rolling their eyes so hard they might sprain them. There's a shot. It goes up off the stick of, who was that? Pearl. And up over the glass and out of play. You know you're a good dad when your kids injure their eyes rolling them at bad jokes. Sheehan gets the puck ahead to Pearl. Now Pearl gets taken down away from the puck. Both referees let it go. Play goes on. Here's Henneberg. He'll get it ahead for Beals. Beals plays it into the near corner. Henneberg pinching all the way in. He loses the puck to Merriweather. Now comes to the line. Logie with a shot. That goes into the glass. Comes all the way up to Henneberg on the near point. Henneberg plays it over to Logie on the right wing side. There's a shot. Save. Rebound. But able to find it. And again, the Wildcats, they're right there. As soon as they hear the whistle, they stay right there until that whistle. But as soon as they hear the whistle, they make sure they're not going to get any penalties for any late action. Well played by the Valley Wildcats. Draw one back to Ryan. He'll play it over to Hanley. Hanley with a shot. That ends up hitting Harvey. So there's a chance for Crowell, and a big save made again by the netminder, Colby Brown. Brown has played very well tonight, or this afternoon. 24 shots, 22 saves so far. Shots in this period right now are 13-2. Sorry, 14-3. Slow to his feet there is Sutherland as the puck is cleared down the ice. Back to get it is Ingram. Sutherland in a lot of discomfort as he gets to the bench. Puck is played ahead. Bora with it. He'll send it down. Puck comes to the front. There's a chance. Aguirre, I don't think it actually ended up being a shot on Aguirre. Puck goes way up high into the air. It'll come down just beyond Stoddard. He'll go back and get it. Across to the far side. O'Coin gives up to Madison. Madison takes it down. Bora with a shot. And that's blocked by Hanley. And then Hanley ends up, Harvey rather, ends up taking down Bora. And then Bora with a shot to Harvey's back afterwards. The Weeks were going to get a power play, and they still do, but Bora, with that shot to Harvey's back, did put that power play in jeopardy for a second. Meanwhile, next door, we're getting a reaction as Dartmouth Steel Subaru have scored to take the lead in that one. It's now 2-1. The penalty to Trevor Harvey for roughing here on this sheet of ice. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 25 seconds. And here comes Bent. He gets a shot away, and again, the save made. Now Green with the puck. He'll drop it back to Manis. Ben Manis working his way ahead. Bent knocks the puck off his stick, but Bent loses his in the process. Green goes back and gets the puck. Jardine flips Bent's stick back to him as Green brings the puck across the line. But then played it. Green brought the puck across the line, played it back out again, and then Bora had to bring it back in, and all of that ends up resulting in an offside against the Weeks. With 1:12 left to go in the power play, 3:47 remaining here in the second period. What is it? Let's see, 18th or 17th period. Only 4 left to go. Sutherland across for Ingram. Ingram will get the puck down low. Sutherland going after it in the right wing corner, working against Duquette. Duquette able to steal it from Sutherland. Now he rings it around. Ingram gets to it at the left point before it leaves the zone. Comes all the way around to the near side. Merriweather at the right point tries to work it back down the boards, but Harvey will flip it out while Hanley flips it out while Harvey's in the box. Why do I keep wanting to get those two confused? Pokes back out to center. 25 seconds left in the man advantage. 3 minutes left to go in the period. Here's Madison working his way ahead. Sam Madison towards the front of the net. There's a nice deflection by Sears, but Aguirre makes the save. Just the 5th save he's had to make in this period. Meanwhile, at the other end, there have been 15 shots on goal, 13 of them stopped by Brown. There's another shot. That one saved by Aguirre just as the penalty comes to an end. And the puck comes right to Harvey as he comes out of the box. Here's Harvey coming in alone. And another big save made by Colby Brown. And then after the shot, Harvey gets knocked into the boards by Merriweather. Puck rolls down to Aguirre. He'll cover up and hang on with 2:16 to go. I didn't see exactly how Harvey got knocked into the boards. I was watching the puck after it left. After Brown made the save, I didn't see how Harvey went down, but he went down heavily into the boards. Got up and he seems to be fine, so that's good news. There's Manis with a shot and Landon Ryan with a big block, but he comes up from that nursing a sore leg. Landon Ryan sacrificing the body to block a shot from Ben Manis. 2 minutes left to go, second period. Weeks trailing 2-0. Logie fires a shot. Blocker save made. Now Nolan Fletcher behind the net. Has the puck knocked off his stick. Gets it to Shields. Fletcher and Shields in there working against Sheehan and Campbell. Sheehan comes away with the puck, plays it to the far side. Nolan Fletcher gets it back to the line. Shot from Jardine is blocked. Puck cleared out to center. Betts plays it back in. Manis has time, then fans on a pass attempt, and Brown has to knock the puck into the corner. Wildcats get possession. Here's Logie with a shot. That comes off the end boards. Betts can't get his backhander to it before it's cleared down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. And it all started with Ben Manis and a rough miscue as he tried to play the puck across to Sheehan, but whiffed on it. 73 seconds remaining here in the second period. 2-0 the score in favor of the Valley Wildcats over the hometown Weeks Majors here at this showcase weekend for the Nova Scotia U18 Major Hockey League. McKenzie gets the pass off as he takes a big hit from Sinclair. And McKenzie in some discomfort himself as he gets over to the bench. Now Force takes a hit from Manis. Force gives a hit back to Pearl. Hanley back to get the puck. Plays it ahead for Sinclair. He takes a bump from Merriweather. And what we're seeing in this game is definitely one of the side effects of this being the third game of a 24 or 25 hour period for both of these teams, and that some of the bumps that you take have a little bit more impact just because you're that much more fatigued. So it really becomes a battle of attrition at this point as the horn sounds to end the second period. Shots in the period end up 17-5 for Valley. But despite that significant shot margin, they only get 2 goals up on the Weeks. And so we'll go to the third with the Valley Wildcats leading it 2-0 here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for that third period in just a few minutes. You are watching Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League showcase weekend action here from the Pictou County Wellness Center on Petter Sports and Streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Welcome back as we get ready for the third period here. Valley Wildcats with the 2-0 lead on the week's majors. Wildcats and majors both looking to get their second win of the weekend. But right now, the scoreline very much favoring Valley. Although it is just 2-0, that second period, shots on goal 17-5. And if not for Colby Brown, this is a much bigger margin right now than the 2 goals that we have. Again, a reminder, we've got one more game left to go after this one. Not part of the showcase weekend, but in Nova Scotia under 15 Major Hockey League action between the Bedford Bandits, and the Wherewell Bombers. As we get ready for the start of the third period here. Right off the draw, Sutherland comes in, tries to get a shot away. He couldn't find the puck after it rolled off of his stick. Then Vora couldn't get it to settle. Now it's played down into the weak zone. Manis gets it to Sears. Sears trying to work himself free. It's played out to center. Logie takes it all the way back down below his own goal line. Logie still with it. Didn't have a passing lane for Beals. Now he does as he uses the boards to get the puck up to Beals. Beals gets it out to center. It goes off the skate of Ingram onto the stick of Shields. Now it's turned over to Vora. Vora gets it across to the far side. Sears will dump it down into the Valley zone. Back to get it is McKinnon. McKinnon loses his footing. Puck ends up on the stick of Chris Jordan, but it rolls a little too far from him to be able to do anything with. And now it's sent down the ice. Icing will be called against Valley here with 1:06 gone in the third period. My apologies, I'm trying to get some lunch into me. And being a diabetic, when I need to get food into me, I need to get food into me. So I appreciate your patience and understanding as I try to get some food in. Here's Green with a shot. That goes high and wide. I'll try not to let it impact on the play-by-play, but guy's got to do what a guy's got to do sometimes when he's doing his 6th game in 2 days. Sometimes your schedule doesn't allow you to eat when you need to eat, so you got to eat when you got to eat. Puck comes around the boards. Jardine not able to hold it onside. It'll go down the length of the ice. Hanley back to get it. He gets it over, and quickly the Valley Wildcats are able to come right back out. Sinclair fans on his dump-in attempt. Now he'll get the puck down into the weak zone. Brown out of the net, plays it around to O'Coin. O'Coin gets it ahead. Hanley knocks that down. He'll fire a shot into the glass. It comes all the way around the boards. Harvey looks to get it back down low. Tried to get it to Nolan Fletcher, but Ingram able to steal it from him. Gets it to O'Coin. O'Coin's pass ahead. And the Weeks get the puck out to center, but Harvey forces the turnover almost immediately. Now Ryan sends it the other way, but it's knocked down by Ingram. Ingram to Seth McKenzie, who will dump it down into the Valley zone. Nearly 2.5 minutes gone, third period. Campbell with the puck. He'll get over to McKenzie, but McKenzie couldn't quite get a stick on it for a chance. Now Fletcher gets it ahead to Harvey. Here's Harvey working down the right wing side. Gets it to Fletcher in the corner. Fletcher takes a bump there from Ingram. Fletcher over to the far side. Plays it up to the top of the zone. Shot from the point there by Henneberg. And the puck cleared away by O'Coin out to center. Henneberg gathers it in there. Ahead for Crowell. Crowell, who got his first goal of the season earlier in this game. Plays it down. Taken behind the net by Henneberg. Puck ends up in O'Coin. O'Coin able to find it, gets it to Pearl. Pearl will carry it ahead. Comes across the line, has Croft trailing, drops it off for Croft. His shot goes off of Logie into the far corner. McKinnon picks up. He'll wrap it around the boards. Logie picking up there in the near side corner. Cross ice pass. Connects. Now here's a chance coming in for Bent. Bent coming in, and a big save made yet again by Colby Brown. Brown covers up and hangs on for a face-off, and we'll get a stoppage with 3:40 gone here in period number 3. Pass for Fraser, just a little bit out of his reach. Back to get it is Ryan. He'll get it up to McKinnon. For Duquette. To Bent. Here comes Bent coming in. Bent can't get a shot away. He'll have to play it back to the line to Jardine. Jardine plays it across to Ryan, but Ryan had to leave the zone to get it. Now Merriweather. He'll feed it to Sheehan. Sheehan's pass intercepted by Jardine. Jardine brings it back in across the line. Cross ice pass intended by Bent, but it's knocked out. Now dumped back in again as we near 4.5 minutes gone in the third period. Puck played ahead. Hanley. He'll send it back down the boards. Sheehan. Hanley gets on it there. Merriweather trying to get it out of the zone. He can't. It'll go back around to the near side corner. Sheehan chops it, but it's knocked down by Shields. Now as they work along the wall, puck comes to the line. Logie with the shot, and the save made, and hanging on for a face-off yet again is Colby Brown. Hanley with a shot, that's blocked by Ingram. Now Sears comes out with it. Sears working against Logie, gets the puck to the front of the net. Ingram, or Bora rather, can't quite get his stick on it. Now it comes to Ingram at the line. Plays it to the near side. Stoddart sends it down low. Hanley gets it behind his own net, and he'll play it down the ice, and that'll be an icing with 14:31 remaining. Brown out of his net, plays the puck to Ingram. He gets it to Bora. Bora finds Sears. Sears works his way ahead, in across the line, fires a shot. That goes off of Henneberg. Sears gets it back, another shot, and Aguirre makes the save and hangs on. And then Henneberg gets knocked down after the whistle blows. Or as the whistle blew, I guess. .14:09 remaining third period. Near corner, Green takes a bump. Puck ends up on the stick of Aiden Bent. Bent able to battle his way out to neutral ice. Finds a little bit of space. Now will carry it across the blue line. Lost the puck there to Madison. Puck comes up the boards. Green able to get out to center. Jordan following up, gets the puck to Manis. Madison across the line. Tried to set it up for Green. He couldn't. Stepping up is Madison. He can't get a stick on it. And it comes back out to center. Manis gives to O'Coin. Back to Ben Manis. He gets bumped by Bent. Madison gets the puck in across the line. Jordan and Henneberg go into the end boards. Back to pick up at Sinclair. He'll play it up to Bent. Bent fires it out. O'Coin gets the puck, and he'll send it back into the Valley zone. Sinclair back to pick up. Just about 7 minutes gone here, third period. Still 2-0 Valley. The two goals coming 2.5 minutes apart in the second period. Puck flipped over the head of Sheehan. Down the ice it goes. Sheehan back to get it. Plays it over to Merriweather. He deflects it forward, but Hanley there to knock that down. Now it's out to center ice. Harvey on it. He loses the puck, but Crowell there for support. Sends it back in across the blue line. Sheehan looking for a pass option. Tried to give it to Campbell. Campbell couldn't take it cleanly. Now it's stolen by Harvey. He gets it down to Crowell. Crowell can't get a shot away. Harvey does. It goes wide. Puck comes off the end boards. Fletcher, Nolan Fletcher, plays it back to Ryan. Down behind the net, Harvey goes all the way around to the far corner. Has the puck poked off his stick by Sheehan. Harvey back on it. Gives to Crowell. Crowell has it knocked away from him by Campbell. And now it's flipped out to center. Ryan back to pick up. Ryan looking to work the puck ahead. It comes to the red line. Merriweather sends it right back in again. Back to get it, Harvey. He sets it up there for Hanley. Hanley in across the blue line. Loses the puck to Sheehan. Sheehan gets it just out to center. And here comes Pearl. He's got a man coming with him. It's Fraser. Pearl gets a shot away, but getting his stick in the lane was Ryan. Now the puck played with a high stick by Ingram, and that's going to lead to a stoppage with 11:39 left to go here in the third period. Not exactly the healthiest way to eat, but you got to do what you got to do. Here's Kropp with a puck down into the corner. Gets it to the front of the net. That'll be batted away. And now Duquette flips out to center. And it's gathered in there by Ingram. He'll send it back down into the Valley zone. 11:11 on the clock. Logie out from behind his own net. Gets the pass ahead. And here comes McKinnon. McKinnon trying to cut to the outside against Ingram. Logie has to come over to help out. He'll play it back to the line for Henneberg. Henneberg with the shot. There's a save made. And hanging on for a stoppage once again is Colby Brown. Sears able to knock the puck away from Jardine, but before he could get to the puck, Aguirre jumps on it and smothers it. And we'll get another stoppage with 10:41 to go. Dartmouth Steel Subaru move ahead 3-1 now with another goal over the Cape Breton West Islanders in the game next door. And so the Islanders in danger of falling to 0-3 on the weekend. Puck comes to O'Coin at the line. He plays across from Manis. There's a shot saved. Finding the rebound, Vora, after Jardine had his stick on it, but Vora couldn't get a good shot away as he put it into the side of the net. Now it's played out. Beal's not quite able to get a stick on it. O'Coin hustles back. They'll play it across to the far. O'Coin plays it across to the far side. Now we'll have an offside against the Wildcats. 10:16 left to go. Sutherland's shot goes wide. Puck comes off the end boards up to O'Coin. O'Coin gets it back down to Sutherland. For Vora, there's a shot. Save. They score! Ryan Vora gets the Weeks on the board. It's 2-1. Ryan Vora with the goal at 10:02 of the third period. And that is a huge goal to reduce the margin to just the one for Vora. It is his second goal and team leading 9th point of the season. Vora with a big goal there. I believe Ingram gets an assist. It was O'Coin, not... So it was O'Coin, not Ingram. My apologies there. And now, after the Weeks get their first goal of the game, they'll now get their third power play of the afternoon with 9:35 left. Again, that goal, Ryan Vora, his second goal and 9th point. And the penalty to Liam Duquette for tripping. So the goal at 10:02 and then the penalty at 10:25. So now the Weeks with a chance on the power play to possibly tie up this game if they can convert. Here's Madison down into the corner. Avoids the hit from Henneberg. Plays it back to the line for Ingram. Ingram looks to go far side with it, but that gets deflected out to center. And now Merriweather had two players all over him. Sinclair will dump it down into the weak zone. 1:35 left to go in the power play. Just over 9 minutes left to go here in the third period. Madison across the line. Tried to get the puck to Sutherland, but that was deflected, and then Sinclair able to launch it down the ice. Brown out of his net to play it. He'll get it ahead for Merriweather. Merriweather coming through the neutral zone into the valley end. Merriweather gets it to the front of the net for Sears, but Aguirre able to stop that. Now Ingram with the puck. Takes it all the way down into the corner. Plays it off the boards and out. And now here comes a chance for Harvey coming in. Harvey with a shot, and Brown has to make a big save while his team is on the power play. That's the third time we've seen a good short-handed scoring chance in this game. The first two were in favor of the Weeks. That one went against the Weeks. Both goaltenders have been able to stop all those short-handed chances. Manis with the puck. That's stopped. Now a chance for McKenzie. And Aguirre makes the save, but the puck is still loose. McKenzie back on it again. Gives to Jordan. 28 seconds left in the power play. Here's Manis with a shot. That's booked. Green gets the puck. Tries to fire it, but he misfired slightly. Now the puck comes back to the line. Manis not able to hold it onside. The Weeks doing everything but actually getting the puck into the net. Now Ben Manis brings it back in across the line. 8 seconds left in the penalty. Manis gets it to Vora. Ryan Vora, who scored the Weeks goal earlier. Manis now had McKenzie alone in front, but Ryan able to intercept the pass. Penalty is expired. Puck comes ahead. Here comes a chance for Duquette after he came out of the box. Duquette takes a hard hit from Ben Manis. That's going to lead to a penalty. And now the question becomes, what kind of a penalty is it going to be? Ben Manis launched Duquette into the boards. Two minutes for cross-checking. 2 minutes for cross-checking. And I think Ben Manis, I mean him no disrespect when I say this, but Ben Manis should thank his lucky stars that he only got 2 minutes for cross-checking on that one, and that Liam Duquette is back on the bench getting looked at. Here's Bent with the puck. He gets it over to Ryan Fletcher, who gives to Hanley. Hanley to Fletcher. Across for Bent. Bent steps in. His shot. That goes off iron. Sears not able to get the puck. Hanley over for Bent. Bent down into the corner, battling with Merriweather. Madison comes over to help out. 3, 4, 5, 6 players all in there now. Puck is worked free. Now Merriweather, he'll rifle it around the boards. Ryan Fletcher gets to it before it leaves the zone. Able to work it back down the wall to Sinclair. Sinclair across for Bent. Bent drops it back to Sinclair again. 1:08 left to go on the penalty. Bent with a couple of whacks at Merriweather, and that's going to lead to a penalty against Valley for slashing. So it's going to be 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 5 seconds, and then the Weeks will get another power play here as Aiden Bent goes off for slashing. So we'll get another face-off down in the Valley zone as we start 4-on-4 for a little over a minute. Puck comes to the front of the net. There's a chance. Aguirre able to find it and hangs on for a face-off. Still 59 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Bora gives to Merriweather. Merriweather steps in. Aguirre the save, and he'll hang on. 44 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Ingram just able to hold the puck onside. Gets it down to Bora. Bora back down to Ingram in the corner. Ingram trying to get away from Ryan. Cole in there as well. Now Bora tries to come in and help out. Bora ends up with the puck. Merriweather comes in as well. Merriweather skates it up towards the line, fires a shot. That hits one of the bodies in front. Now Bora with a chance, and he puts it off of iron. So now we've had post ringing by both teams here in this third period. Weeks are now on the power play for another 52 seconds. Ryan Fletcher sends the puck down to the end boards. Merriweather now will lead the rush out as the Weeks have the man advantage. Pass across for Manis. Manis can't take it cleanly. Merriweather picks back up, carries it across the line, sends it around the boards. Henneberg can't get his stick on it. Manis throws it to the front of the net. Ryan Fletcher is there, and he'll clear it and launch it down the ice. 29 seconds left in the man advantage. Under 5 minutes left to go here, third period. Stoddard picks up for the Weeks. 20 seconds left in the power play. Here comes Stoddard to the left wing side. Stoddard drops the pass back to Sears along the line. Sears gets the shot away. Madison with the deflection, but he puts it up into the glass. And it'll be launched down the ice yet again. 5 seconds left in the power play. Now coming out from behind his net and carrying the puck ahead is O'Coin. O'Coin comes through center, still with the puck. We're back to 5-on-5. O'Coin gives it to Madison. His shot goes wide. Puck comes back out to center. Stoddard goes to knock it back in. Beals knocked that puck down. It ends up back with Stoddard. He feeds Jordan. Jordan had that puck get a little too far away from him. Logie sending it back the other way, but Jordan comes back and picks up right at his own blue line. Sends it ahead, intended for Sears, broken up by Hanley. Now fired down the ice. That's going to be, no, it's not going to be an icing as Logie goes back and gets it. Just under 4 minutes left to go. Logie carrying the puck ahead, gives to Beals. Beals is met by Croft. Logie comes away from the boards with the puck. Manis will pick it off from him, gives to Sheehan, right back to Manis again. Manis drops it back to Sheehan. He wasn't expecting it, had to quickly back up. Now plays it ahead. It hops over the stick of Fraser, gets picked up by Ryan right at his own line. He'll play it across to Jardine, ahead to Betts, who just deflects it down the ice. Icing not called there as Manis goes back and gets it, plays it over to Sheehan. Sheehan gives right back to Manis again. Under 4 minutes left to go here, third period. Pass ahead for Fraser. Here comes Ethan Fraser. He's got Croft trying to get up and join him, but Ryan takes Fraser into the wall. Ryan plays it up the boards. Pearl is there. The clock is not running. Run the clock. The clock is not running. Now they get the clock running. That was a good, I'd say close to a minute of playing time. And now we get a stoppage. I'd say that was close to a minute of playing time that we didn't have the clock running. I can't believe Valley isn't putting up more of a protest here that time come off the clock. If the Weeks score a late goal, let me put it this way. If the Weeks score a goal, I hope they do it before there's a minute left in the period. Otherwise, that would be a travesty to have. And I am the Weeks broadcaster. I am a fan of the Weeks. I like working for this team. But if they score a goal in the final 45 seconds to a minute to tie this game, it will be a travesty because it will have been scored after the game should have ended. Pass back to the line, but Sears was heading off for a change. Manis gets the puck. He'll flip it back in. Back to get it is Ryan Fletcher. He avoids the worst of a hit from Chris Jordan, but Jordan ends up taking him into the boards. Fletcher goes down. Now Hanley gives Jordan a shot. And what are we going to see called here? We got a boarding and a cross-checking, it looks like. So is it going to be even up? I think it will. Chris Jordan goes off for boarding. Hanley goes off for cross-checking. So it'll stay 5-on-5 with 2:34 to go. Hanley for cross-checking. Chris Jordan for boarding. Both at 17:26. Puck is flipped out down the length of the ice. Force takes the puck to the side of the net. Now the Weeks pick up and they'll flip it out to center. Crowell hustling back on it. He'll get it to Sinclair. Sinclair plays it back to Force. Force looking for Sinclair. That pass broken up by Merriweather. Now it's Madison on the puck. He'll give it to Green. Callum Green drops off for Merriweather. Merriweather sends it towards the net. Ryan gets a stick on it. Now it ends up at the far wall. McKenzie takes a bump there. 1:45 and counting left to go here, third period. Here's Madison. He'll get it to Manis. His shot is blocked. Puck comes to the far boards. Force looking to clear as Manis, there's a shot, blocker save, another shot, and what a play by Landon Ryan, excuse me. Nolan Ryan, the former big league pitcher, Landon Ryan, the defenseman who just made a game-saving play for the Valley Wildcats, taking that puck off of the goal line. And we'll get a timeout taken by the Weeks with 1:21 left to go here in the third period. All right. Bora, Merriweather, Sears, Ingram, Manis, and Madison against McKinnon, Bent, Ryan, along with Ryan Fletcher and Force. Oh, sorry, that's not Force, that's Duquette. 1:10 left to go. Puck goes down below the goal line. There's a shot. Saved by Aguirre. Puck loose. And a big play made there by Duquette to knock the puck away. Now Sears with a shot. Puck still loose. Bent able to get it. He'll get it to the line. Manis holds it onside. Manis takes a big hit there. Puck comes to Sears. Sears to the middle of the ice. Duquette will clear it down the ice. Heading towards the net. And it goes just wide. We'll get an icing call with 48.3 or 43.8 seconds remaining here in the third period. And now I think the Wildcats will use their timeout. Yes, they will. So the Wildcats will take their timeout to try and talk things over and make sure that everybody's ready to go for these last 43.8 seconds. As we are in for quite a finish. And it looks like the game next door, or no, there was just a timeout taken next door as well, as the Dartmouth Steel Subaru lead the Cape Breton West Islanders 3-1 late in the third period there. Islanders have their goalie out for an extra attacker, Aguirre, McKinnon, Duquette, Ryan Fletcher, and Bent against Bora, Ingram, Sears, Madison, Merriweather, and Manis. 43.8 seconds left to go. Draw one back to Manis. His shot. Aguirre the save. Puck is loose. No goal. Weeks try to argue that the puck crossed the line before the net was dislodged. But they will not win their case. The referee clearly waved it off. And what's lost in all of this action right now is the amount of playing time that was played without the clock running, back with 3:40 something left to go. Manis' shot is blocked. Manis gets it back again, fires another shot, and Aguirre makes the save. Now Merriweather stepping in. Duquette gives him a bump. Puck played around to the far side, 27 seconds left to go. Madison down into the corner for Bora. Bora for Sears. To Ingram. Following up, where's the puck? It's in that massive humanity. Now it goes behind the net, comes out front. Manis with a shot, blocked. And McKinnon with the block sends it down the ice. 6 seconds left to go. Duquette will just tie it up against the boards. That will do it. The Wildcats will get the victory. And then after the final whistle, Sears gives Liam Duquette a shot. So the Valley Wildcats get the big 2-1 victory over the Weeks Majors here to finish off the showcase weekend. Our next broadcast on Petter Sports and Streaming is going to be in about 25 minutes when we bring you the Warewell Bombers against the Bedford Bandits. Our next broadcast of U18 Major Hockey League action will be next Sunday, 1 week from today, when the Weeks Majors host Steel Subaru at 4 p.m. Until next time, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score once again, Weeks fall to the Valley Wildcats by a score of 2-1. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon.